Hello everyone, I'm TheOneCalledRPG and welcome to a plush review. One of my very first, technically good plush reviews, I guess. I'm not saying the plushies are bad, I'm saying the reviews are awful because I'm unboxing them and giving my first impressions, and it's not an actual review. Instead, I'd like to actually, after owning this guy for about a month or so, I'd like to give a review, an actual genuine review of the plush. So as you can see, it's a plush of Mr. Saturn, or I think his Japanese name is pronounced Doesi-san. Not entirely sure, but it's something like that. So anyway, this is the tag that he came with, which as you can see has a lot of detail on it. Number one, it's in the shape of a jar of fly honey, which is actually pretty funny considering that it's from the Geppu's base, or Master Belch's base. And if you've played Earthbound, you know Master Belch loses his mind over fly honey, so it's kind of fitting actually. Plus the Mr. Saturns could be seen with the ball and chain here in the game, actually producing this fly honey. So it's pretty fitting actually. And you know, it's a decent size to him too. It looks like he could actually be producing a can of this. Like it just slides on by and on the conveyor belt, and he's just behind it, you know, doing his thing or whatever. I don't know exactly what they're doing back there, but they're doing something with the jar of fly honey. And one can only assume that they're producing it, or maybe packaging it. I don't really know. Anyway, if we look at this even more, we can see that, yep, it says, I don't exactly know how to pronounce that or what that says, but it says canned food. It's probably the jar of fly honey. And as you can see, it has the Mother 2 logo and Banpresto. Because Banpresto made this plush, but oh god, am I getting flashbacks. His head can go all the way around. Let's not talk about that video. So anyway, you'd open up this, and it has little safety information or whatever. And it actually talks about right here how that is placed on it. We'll get to that in a second, because, well, this is Japanese and I can't speak Japanese and I'm not translating it. Instead, I'll go over what that is momentarily. And on the back, it has more information. Geppu's base again with Master Belch on it. And just some, I think, basic copyright information. Wait. That says Mother 3. Is that the website? But this is a Mother 2 plush. Interesting. I did not know that it said Mother 3 on there. Anyway, I'd like to show that the Mother 2 logo there shares resemblance to the Mother 1 Plus 2 cartridge. As you can see there, it's the golden 2 with the Mother logo. And then there's the Mother logo and the... Is the 2 golden? The 1 and the 2 are golden. Okay. Just figured I'd point that out. Now on to the actual plush itself. He's made of a very nice material. I don't know how to explain it. It's nowhere near as soft as Olimar, per se. But he is still pretty soft. His eyes are kind of bead-like. As you could hear. That's the chain. I will actually... You know what? Now would be a good time to talk about this. The thing that it was talking about in the tag is that it's a Velcro. You can free him, but you can also put him back into the ball and chain. Sorry for background noise. I cannot help that. But yeah, it's a nice little kind of elastic, I guess, type. It doesn't stretch out though. The chain itself is a plastic type material, and then the ball is the same material as this, but in a ball, and it's squishy. Very squishy. Mr. Saturn himself, okay, he's kind of squishy. His eyebrows are made out of a very similar material to this, actually. I don't know if it's the same material. It doesn't feel the same, but it's very close. These are just little stringy type. His little whiskers there. They're a kind of stringy type material. His nose is nice and round. It kind of hangs down a little bit, but I feel like he's supposed to lean back a little bit when standing. But he just so happens to lean forward, and he lands on his nose like that. But yeah, the nose and the body, this tan is all the same. Then he has his little antenna here, which is, it's like a pipe cleaner. It's kind of like that, except not really, and it is pretty stationary. It does bend a little bit, but it pretty much stays in place. His bow here is a very soft, very nice material, different from anything else on the plush. Kind of just like a cloth type, kind of like a tablecloth, in a way. That's a good way to describe it. His tag here has the Banpresto logo with some information about it, and like, what does that say? 2010, because I'm pretty sure this was a 2010 plush, so it very well could be Mother 3, but it is heavily based off of Mother 2, because why else would he come with the ball and chain? They were not chained up in Mother 3, but they were in Mother 2. Oh, spoilers, but... And then on the back here, we see that it says Mother 2 yet again, and copyright 1994 Nintendo/8. And then with some Japanese text and a product number. So yeah, this is Mr. Saturn. I'd recommend picking him up, but unfortunately, when I got mine, they were between $30 and $50. I think I got mine for $35, so I was pretty lucky. But as soon as I checked again, I saw listings for him going for $80, and I'm like, whoa, I got a deal. Overall, the plush is really well made, and yet again, I'd recommend picking it up. I'd be careful about the eyebrows, though, if you do get one, because they're kind of glued on, and they could fall off seemingly easily, because this is a little bit loose. The other one's fine, but this one's just a little bit off the fabric, and I'm nervous about it because I feel like it's going to fly off or something, and I don't want it to. But at the same time, these are pretty well glued on. He's also a rather durable plush. He's not going to fall apart very easily, aside from the eyebrow. But that is really about it. The whiskers also kind of get tangled up sometimes, like this one's going down and this one's going up. I don't know how to stop that, but it just does. It's probably because they put the wrong whiskers on, like this one's fine. But this one, I feel like they put the one that should have been on the top here and the bottom there, which is why it's going up like that. Or maybe it's just the way it was packaged. I'm not entirely sure. But that's really the only flaw I could see in this plush. But I wish the eyes, and especially the eyebrows, were embroidered. Because the eyes could get scratched up, and the eyebrows could fall off. But other than that, this is a very ideal plush. And a really accurate depiction of Mr. Saturn. This plush is actually really good if you're an Earthbound, or even a Smash fan, really, because Mr. Saturn's in Smash. So, yeah, I'd recommend you get them if you could find them for a good price. All the Earthbound stuff is really collector's items at this point. Except for these, because these are reproduction cards, but... because English. But, yeah. So that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video, whatever that may be. Peace out.